Hey folks, it's Nessa here on Infinitely Zero's channel. So I got a surprise for you guys. I have the new yarn. So excited. Anyways, I wanted to say, let me put this down because my arm's hurting. I wanted to say, welcome to my new and returning watchers and subscribers. Thank you so much for coming. And if you like the content that you see on my channel, please click like and subscribe on the join button below. It's free to subscribe. I also have memberships if you're interested in that. And thank you so much to my members for your continued support. And of course, you know, my doggy is like, I want to say hi, Mom. So he's sticking his face here while I'm recording. The camera's higher, so he's not showing up, but he's like right here. It's like, you decided you wanted to be on film. Anyways, so exciting good news. I know I mentioned it in my last video. And Crystal from BagoDay Crochet, I have the link to her channel up here in the corner. Sorry, I suck at pointing where the little info card goes. She just released it, and I was able to order it the same day it came out. I was so excited. Congratulations, Crystal. Anyways, the yarn is lovely. It's just super, super nice. So I decided I couldn't wait any longer. I was way too busy yesterday and not feeling well, so I couldn't record. So I decided to do this before I go to bed. Anyways, so I couldn't decide on a color. I would love to hear which is your favorite colors if you've actually bought some, and put it down in the comments if you feel like sharing. So since I couldn't really pick, I decided I needed to get all 12. You know, I know there's 13 colors right now at Mary Maxim that they're selling this new yarn. I decided to go with 12. I didn't get the pink, but that's okay. I don't really like pink that much. So, and I also wanted to get one of the kits. It was really hard to choose which kit as well because all of the blankets look lovely. So yes, now on to, so this is the kit I got, the Echoing Keys Throw. In case folks don't know, the yarn is actually, Crystal loves Freddie from Queen, Freddie Mercury. So the yarn is definitely a tribute to him. And she goes into all that information, describing all of that on her video when she talks about the yarn. I will have a link to that. It'll be below in the description box below, and it'll probably also be a card here. So you should watch that so you get all the details, because I'm not going to repeat all of it. Anyways, so the new yarn is a premium anti-pilling acrylic yarn. It's very nice. It's a number 4 worsted weight yarn. So Crystal had mentioned, and I think Therese had mentioned too, there's actually an error on this first print of the labels because the yarn is actually 280 yards, which is what it says on Mary Maxim's website, so that information is correct. Currently, the labels say 328. Don't go by that. So yeah, so it's 150 grams, 5.3 ounces. The care instructions are machine wash in warm water, tumble dry normal, do not iron, do not dry clean, do not bleach. And that is why it has this crown for Queen. And you know, for Freddie Mercury. So it says, BagoDay, about BagoDay on the label, millions of crochet enthusiasts have fallen in love with Crystal Dotman, I think is how you pronounce it. Sorry if I mispronounced it, Crystal. And her YouTube channel, BagoDay Crochet. Mary Maxim is proud to partner with Crystal to create this one-of-a-kind anti-pill acrylic yarn, sure to excite yarn lovers everywhere, and it is. It's definitely the buzz on in the crochet world. It's, I think, priced very fairly. I think it's great value for a very nice quality yarn. So this colorway, again, like I said, it's Queen inspired. This one is Delilah My Dear. That's what it's called. It's made in Turkey. And also they recommend 5mm US size 8 knitting needles or 5mm US H8 crochet hook. So this is the brown. And as you notice, it has the darker color transitioning to the lighter shades, the lighter tones of brown. And then it finishes back off to the lighter, which is really nice. You don't really see that in some of the gradient ombre yarns that were released last year. They kind of just did one transition and they just sort of stayed like in the dark color. So you can definitely tell that this is very intentional, because now when you go ahead and join like your new cake, you're already transitioning to a nice lighter color, so it makes for a smoother transition. So yeah, and I would say yes, it's a nice thickness, so you could see that. So yeah, this is the brown. There's a few different shades of blue. So these are the two blues, the two different blues. One's darker than the other. The darker blue is called, this one is called Melancholy Blue. This one is called, I believe it's Crystal Ice. This is the beautiful orange. And you see how it goes like to that nice transition. This one's called Burning Through the Sky. There's this beautiful yellow. The yellow is called Live at Wembley. And then there's this darker one, which is just lovely. It's like a transition of like, kind of like bluish, grayish, with a little bit of green in there, going to the darker tone of like a dark charcoal, almost black. It's not almost black. Just lovely, just very, very lovely. I have not worked up the yarn yet, and I will mention that I saw review videos that Dee from Creative's Hands did, as well as Thriss from Thriss and Stitches. I'll have links to their videos where they talk about the yarn. They actually worked it up and crocheted it for you guys on camera, so you can look at those videos for that. And check out their channels and subscribe if you're not subscribed already to all of those channels. Okay, so more colors. Okay, next up, let me just bring the whole other bag here. I said I couldn't make up my mind. I was like, I just need to, you know, maybe do something rainbowy and put most of them all together for now. This colorway is Miracle on Earth. I would consider this one like a mauve, like going lighter to darker, so it's like a pinkish brown. It's very pretty. Reminds me of rose. This is the red. It's like a red, which then transitions to like a lighter red pink color. This one is called Mr. Fahrenheit. Then there's two greens and a teal, which is like a blue green. There's this beautiful green, which reminds me sort of like an olive color, the darker part to it, with like a lighter olive sort of sage color. I like that there's not like this harsh like white for all of them. It's just, you know, lighter, an actual real tonal and lighter tones, lighter shades of the color. So this is the other green one. This one's the Garden Lodge. So this one's more of a forest green for the green. I don't know if you can see that, if you can notice. This one was called Not for the Money, but for the Music. I think I forgot to say the name of that. So that's this one. And then this one's Garden Lounge. And this is like the Mercury one. Let's see if I can do this. Yeah. So you could see how that sort of looks together. And also how this looks with the blues. It's a nice compliment. And then in case you haven't seen these two beauties, my goodness, my goodness. And do I have a favorite? I don't know. It's really hard for me. I do like the purple, even though I'm not always a huge fan of purple. I think this one might be my favorite. Or the 7 C's. But I really like that orange and that yellow. So honestly, I think I have like 4 or 5 of them tied for first place. So this one is actually not showing there. That looks more true to color. But the actual color of this is not showing up correctly in this video. It's more of a green teal. See? That's with the more the foresty. So definitely much darker. And then to show you the kit. So this kit was designed by Crystal. It's the Echoing Keys Throw. They currently have it for sale on Mary Maxim. So as you see, it comes with 9 cakes. And I picked the Garden Lodge colorway, which is the same color they had there that the blankets worked up to show you for the pattern. And the pattern's included. Comes in the zipper, clear zipper tote. That's the actual pattern. So you could see it's the same squares done up, joined, and then there is a solid color of yarn going around it. It's 46 by 62 inches finished. It's designed by BagoDay Crochet, and it was crocheted by Colleen Lolar. I don't know if I'm mispronouncing that. And it comes with 2 skeins of this beautiful green. So when you pick this kit, it'll have also the solid color that goes with the tonal colorway, and you pick which one, you know, so you see both of those colors when you're making your choice. So this one for the green, it was 2 skeins, and the color is dark green. And this is the Mary Maxim Value yarn. It's also number 4 weight yarn, made by them, 100% acrylic. And it's this one's made in Serbia, and it's approximately 474 yards or 227 grams. And again, I said it's acrylic, so, and it's 8 ounces. So very nice. So where did Garden Lodge go? So if you notice, that's how that'll look together. But I mean, you could very much switch up the different green, you know. So yeah. So that's the kit I got. I may later on get other kits. You know me. I really love kits. So yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this. I know it was short and sweet. And yeah. Congratulations, Crystal. Just really excited. You totally deserve this. You put a lot of hard work into all the things you do, all the videos you make for everyone. I'm sure it was a ton of hard work for, you know, coming out with this yarn. You know, a very, very nice partnership. Mary Maxim is really nice. And I think that's everything I wanted to say. I'm sure I'm forgetting things, but yeah. And you can also see that on there, I think I mentioned it last time in the video, where Crystal mentions it in her video. These are some of the kits they have for sale made with the tonal yarn. So Crystal designed this one, which is the subharmonic frequency blanket, as well as this one up here, the golden one, which is Moonlit Magic, which is just really beautiful. And some of these other patterns, like let's say for example, that's very pretty. I think that's a Mary Maxim design, which is the Scottish Shores Throw. And for the prices on all this, you can check it on Mary Maxim's site, but the yarn is $6.99 a cake. And then they also have these other 2 kits, which are lovely with this kit for the cardigan, which is the coloratura cardigan. This is the weaver's window blanket. Whoops. And the chromatic textures blanket. So, okay, folks. Oh, and Crystal also designed the sweater. Yeah. So, oh, and there's also a shawl kit too. So she also designed that as well. So hope you enjoy. And she's been showing on her video that she's working on this big blue beautiful blanket. Okay, folks, thanks so much. Have a great night or day. Bye.